Leo, and welcome to your November 2018 love reading. I've already posted the general readings on the channel, so awful lot of fire going on here, an awful lot of warmth. There's a few conflicting messages, Leo. I'm sure you won't be surprised about that. But the central issue is the Sun card, which is overriding message is always the same when the Sun card appears. Try and relax. Everything's going to be okay. Some of you might feel at a point that you're at a little bit of, some of you might feel on the edge of things, which means you're ready for some sort of breakthrough, but there's a sort of waiting energy. There's something quite, actually, and I'm looking at how the cards, and that's sort of how they're reading. There's a yes, then there's a waiting, then there's a yes again. Quite interesting. Now, what lies behind you is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about innocence. Its traditional meaning, as most of you know, is a reconciliation card. So maybe some of you are reconnecting. Maybe there's been a distance and you've been disconnected. And the Six of Cups is about reconciliation. It's also about joy. It's about innocence. It's about expression of our very, very joyful nature. Not far off the Sun card in a way. They all represent that basic fundamental spirit of joy within us, okay? So that is what lies behind you. And then you're moving into the Three of Wands, okay? A lot of people don't like the Three of Wands because it is about waiting for your ships to come in. But not necessarily always, because the threes are all about expansion. They're all about a desire to set forth in your life. And this is a relationship reading, which means there's more than you, and it's there's almost a desire to set sail in some Leos. This feeling of, oh my gosh, if I just don't fly free, I will go crazy. It's like your spirit wants to come forth, Leo, okay? Now, there's two outcomes. The outcome is the final outcome, which is the Ace of Wands, which is birthing something new. But this Nine of Wands has showed up. And the Nine of Wands, it's got loads of different meanings, but I can't help feeling, Leo, that you're needing to stand by some convictions. I felt that in your general reading for the month. But maybe some of you have been putting up with stuff for too long, and you're needing to put down some boundaries, say a really solid no, and stand up for yourself and say this far and no further. Because behind this wand is all the wands he's already built for. It's the wands that he's won and the wands that he's claimed. And I don't read the card this way very often, but that seems to be the way it wants to be read. Some Leos are having to fight for something. And it might be the right for your joy. It might be the right for your own life, your worth, and your power. It's that Ace of Wands and the Sun card. That's what's given me the message about that's what this card's about. There's a limit line, and it's like this far and no further. I want to fly free. I want more than one person, because it's the Three of Wands, to move forward together. Can't help picking it up. Now, your best path to follow is the Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles are all about our earthly life, okay? Jobs, work, finances. And this page could be about the new potential for new growth, for a new foundation. It's only a page, but it's the pages that become the knights, that become the kings and the queens. If we follow them, if we put the work in, they grow into an oak tree. So something might be offered to you this month, Leo. And because this is a relationship reading, it's going to include more than just you that's trying to take your life forward. Now, your ego power is the Queen of Swords. Now, she's your opposition, as you know. Aquarius is your opposition, which means make sure your head and your heart are pretty much aligned. Because sometimes when we follow our heart too much, we make silly decisions, but if we follow our head too much, we make silly decisions as well. There's a joining that needs to happen here between your need for self-expression plus your need to make very firm, very straightforward decisions, because the Queen of Swords, very misunderstood queen, okay? For some of you, you're needing to stand apart from whoever you're in relationship with or desiring to be in relationship with to get the bigger picture. Some of you, this might actually be an air sign person, but as a Leo, you need to master the energy of Aquarius, okay? And Aquarius has got that 360-degree vision. They're able to see the bigger picture in order to make decisions from that bigger picture. And it's almost, Leo, I cannot help getting this feeling because I never focus that here. It's that bird that's calling me. Right next to the sun. And it's just this great desire you have to be free right now. And freedom doesn't mean absence of relationship, by the way, far from it. But what it does mean is working together as a unit on a goal to get to where you want to be, okay? Give me a minute, I'm going to come back because your hopes and fears is the Two of Pentacles with that page, which is very interesting because the Two of Pentacles is about letting go of one of the pentacles you're holding on to. For sometimes this means some sort of security in order to follow this page, or some of you might be juggling two relationships, I've got to say that, and you're having to make a decision between one and the other. But I can't help seeing that as well. But I think for most of you, there's some new offer coming your way. But it might mean letting go of one of those pentacles that you're holding on to. And right in the year 2018, our pentacles represent our security. It's not always been that way, and it will not always be that way, but right at the moment it is. So some of you might be changing job, changing location, letting go of a job, letting go of a relationship in order to create a new one, okay? There's a lot of different, in these general readings, you can't, you just have to read the cards in a very general way. The outcome is the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate, fiery new beginning. Because it is an action-based universe, okay? So we need to do the action, then we need to let go, okay? It's a complex process. But the Ace of Wands is a card which is an absolute yes card. And it came with the Ace of Swords. So the aces are always gifts from the universe. Now, between me and you, I tend to read the pages that way. The pages become a problem. Let's say a Page of Cups was here and you're spending too much time fantasizing about something that's only a flirtation. But there's some offer coming your way that, if followed, is going to lead to some absolutely incredible places, Leo. Do I think you need to take a step back? Absolutely. But by the looks of it, with that Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands and that page in between it, it's like for some of you to get clarity. A step back needs to be happened, needs to be had to get a little bit of detachment. And that's what you need to incorporate into your identity anyhow, Leo. But you know what? It looks like very exciting. Oh my gosh, look. Another ace. So you get 3 aces. The only one you haven't got is the Ace of Cups. But 3 out of 4 ain't bad here. I mean, the aces are my favourite cards, and the Fool card probably, but because they're that beautiful new chapters of your life, and this is practically, mentally, and on a very much energetic level, but it might mean letting go of something you're holding on to. And that 2 of Pentacles can literally mean letting go of anything, but the Pentacles are where we really want to cling. And when it comes up as a hope and fear, there's something that needs to be loosened up here, Leo, for you to get these 3 aces. And only your heart knows what it is. I do not see any endings. I literally, it's all about new beginnings. But some of you are really having to put your boundaries down to say no more. I will go forward. I'll grab my new chapters. I'll grab my new potentials. And a lot of it will come also by incorporating the Aquarius, which is the mind, the logic, not rushing into things, but keeping cool, taking a step back, being objective, and moving forward from there. Very exciting reading, Leo. Okay, I wish you well. Wishing you what it all meant. And I'll be back next week for my weeklies. Loads of love. Bye.